Hello everybody, my name is Caretaker and I'm back in the grave bringing you a new episode of something today, and that is the game Depth. I've been wanting to do a few gameplays of this, but I never really had the chance because I really wanted to upload the Bob Saga, and there is one last episode with Bob, and I will still be uploading Gotham City Imposters, so don't worry. Now, I just want to show you how this works. When you start off, you can see it had, well, before it went off, there is either Diver, Shark. That means you can actually pick what you want to play, or you can just have it as like a random mode, and you can jump into it. So we're doing the game mode Blood and Gold. I do have a Megalodon game if you'd like to see it, and at the end of this Diver gameplay, I have a Shark gameplay. So if y'all want to see the Megalodon, let me know, and I will upload that as a standalone clip. Now, in Blood and Gold, as you can see, it says Escort Steve is the opens the treasure safes, and yeah, I went too fast. But anyway, the whole point of the game is you want to. Well, before I talk about the game, I'm gonna see. I'm just checking a new item I got. I get the tracking beacon, or the tracking pistol. What this does is it'll light the shark up if I manage to hit him. It tags him, and the flares light up an area, and they'll show the shark, like they'll get a red outline. And I'm playing it, I don't know. So anyway, as a diver, your whole purpose, as you can see in the bottom left, as you can see, the money is 0.20. That's how much gold you can hold. You can hold 20 pieces of gold at a time, and the money is how much money you have for an upgrade. You can only buy an upgrade after you've died, so it's kind of a catch-22. The longer you stay alive, the weaker you get. And as you can see, I'm collecting gold here. Now, this gold is extremely important. This is how you make money. This is how you get, points to upgrade. Now, when you turn the money into Steve, that's how you get points. And see, as you can see, they move pretty quick. And see, yeah, we got destroyed early. But yeah, those are the sharks. That is our opposition. Now, you'll probably see when I respawn, I have no gold. If you get, yes, I tagged the sharks, and now I can see them. That's a sonar buoy that'll light them up. Here's me dropping flares. The sharks are really aggressive. Also, I'm sure you saw one of our people disconnected. That's okay, because now we have a bot on our team, and he'll play for that player. The bots are actually really good. But you can actually throw the treasure to Steve, and that's how you make money. As you can see, I got $50 from that. And that money actually goes to everyone on the team. So collecting gold is extremely important, as you can see. And of course, keeping everyone alive. Let's see if I can't get this. I kept tagging him, I just couldn't kill him. And then I, tricked him down. And as you can see how he's flashing red, that's because the buoy was catching him. And then our other shark DC'd. And then another player DC'd. So unfortunately, this is mostly a bot match just because of how many disconnects we have. I really don't know why. I mean, I played this on New Year's, so I guess that could be a reason why. But then again, it's like, why did you get into a game if you knew you had New Year's stuff planned? So, as you can hear that heartbeat, that means someone's nearby. Like, that means a shark is incoming, get ready. And as you can see from when we killed that one shark, you can survive a shark attack. It'll take about 2 to 3 seconds, and you will die. That's all you get. And I think a diver died here, and that's why all the treasure was laying around. Because as I said, when you get caught, treasure drops out. I'm not going to explain too much about the sharks aside from what you see from a diver standpoint. I started panicking because I heard one coming. And yes, I got really lucky there. When you're in the mouth of a shark, you can get off 2 or 3 stabs. And I believe they're playing as great whites. I had one zipping after me. I was panicking here. I'm just like, I gotta go, I gotta go. You can probably see me doing those little dashes. If you hit shift, you get a little sprint ability, which works in a very short cooldown. But the cooldown is still enough to where it is a bit of a pain if you get caught off guard. And this is a fun spot because sharks will constantly go through this area. And I didn't dash. My dash was on cooldown and I just completely fucks up. Sometimes you gotta be careful. And here's where I started buying a new item. Now you can sell your item you have. That's why I clicked that slot and I sold it to get enough for a spear gun, which is about a one-shot on any shark aside from a great white, which as you can see they're playing great white, so I got nommed on. And yeah, that was not too good. The spear gun, though, is while a good weapon, is also a very, very advanced weapon, because if you miss with this thing, it's got a pretty decent reload time. And yeah, if you miss, it's GG. See, I missed, and I didn't even get an assist on it. So, I really screwed myself on that one. Also, here's a fun little fact. I'm not 100% sure if this is true, but Olmec, I believe, is based on the Aztec temple from that one game show. I can't remember what it's called right now. It was on the tip of my head. It was with the blue monkey, you know, that stuff, and had the talking tiki head. It was Temple of the Aztec Guardian, or Temple of the Aztec Treasures and stuff. I can't remember what it was. You see, my aim isn't too good today, and because of it, I get nommed on. And as you can see from the top, you can actually see that we have to go through 4 different safes. That's the little bar underneath our lives. We each get, I'm pretty sure y'all start off with 30 lives. I'm sorry, I'm kind of out of it right now. I just woke up, and yeah. Ooh. Bot or not, I was proud of that shot. But when we get to the boat, we win. There's 2 ways to win. Either we get to the boat, or we kill all the sharks. For the sharks, they just have to kill us. Or destroy Steve at the end. Oh, can I? Nope. The bots are vicious. They will kill you. Of course, I didn't have any money because we haven't had a chance. Now, I've been really liking the sonar, or not the sonar. And here is where I knew I was fucked. Both bots came after me. I got nommed on. And I got kind of ticked off of my team because that was like the 3rd time they're all in the room and not a single person did anything. Like, they're all in the room. They were all alive. No one bought their fire. And they just swam in, swam out. It's frustrating. We saved that one. My aim is off. Here he comes. Can I get him? I do get him. I got really lucky there. I was panicking. I didn't realize that my weapon was so low on ammo. And, you know, fucked up a flare because I'm a boss like that. But we're going to gather up some more treasure. Later on, you get weapons that will drain their stamina and everything else. So this is extremely dangerous to do, especially with bots. Bots just have it in their mind to go after stragglers. And you can hear them coming from me right now. Wait for it. Watch this juke. Wait for it. And another one. You see how close that fucker got to me? And then he noms my buddy. Sorry, dude. I am sorry. I had no ammo. I'm not sorry. I'm kind of glad a few other people other than me got nommed for once. That's something I noticed. I get nommed on all the time. People just want to kill me, and it sucks. I'm trying to get the achievement for dying 3 times or less in a match as a diver, and oh, it's impossible. I actually almost got the achievement for the Megalodon where you only died 10 times, where you killed 10 divers in one life, but I think that's damn near impossible unless you start off as the Megalodon. But I'll talk about that later. Now, that weapon I just bought is the Trank ADS. This actually drains their stamina, and this pretty much renders Great Whites useless. Since they have a lot of health but very little stamina, I can stop him from lunging, which means he can't really get anyone. And you're probably wondering what that weird fuzzy green bubble is. And that green bubble is called a shark shield. If a shark is nearby, it'll mess with their sensors, so they can't really see us all that well. And this is, of course, extremely useful because, you know, the less they see us, the better. You know, he came right for me again. So, I mean, they like gnawing on me, but not this time, you know, son of a bitch. I guess I'm tasty and delicious, you know. And we just gathering treasure, you know. It's the best thing to do is to try to keep your treasure up. But if you hear heartbeats, you really should be, you know, careful to get back to your team. Because if you don't, you are going to fuck yourself, and you are going to die, and you're going to piss off your team. See, that was good teamwork. We saw them coming, we ball fired weapons, and we got the sharks killed. Now, you can already see the little red marks around my screen. That means I'm on so low health, they just have to look at me, and I will die. I mean, if I'm in their mouth, I'll explode, and it's kind of hilarious when it happens. But luckily, my team, the bot, is pretty coordinated. There is one thing that's bad about the shark bots, is that they're very linear. They won't go, they'll actually pick new paths, and they're pretty smart, but they kind of tunnel vision. Like, once they find someone, that's who they go after. I was panicking so bad because I went the wrong way. See, I was away from my team, and I can hear the shark coming at me. If he hadn't missed, that dude would have been dead. Sharks, as AI, kill within seconds. It gets 2 dead. And I got super lucky there. I was panicking so bad. I was like, oh my god. And now you see what I mean. They really do want they want me. I don't know why. And how about just regular players too? Like, they just come after me. Oh, excuse me. But anyway, as I was saying before, I really wish I knew what the name of this game is. I'm going to have to leave it in the comment below. I'll look it up. I'm sorry, I really should have looked it up before, but we have to clean, so I'm just kind of recording this really quickly. Speaking of which, Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you had a great one. I'm having a pretty good one. I'm not spending time with my girlfriend, but, you know, we're talking. So as you can see, there's my score. I can't really see it, but I was on a 6-kill streak. Did really well. Most valuable player. Bankroll means I got 10% of the gold. And now we're going to be playing as the Sharks. Now begins the Shark game. So I looked it up. It's actually Legend of the Hidden Temple. That's one where it's, you know, the green monkeys, the silver snakes, the blue hippos. I can't remember all of them. But yeah, it had all the different colors and the animals and stuff. I believe Olmec is loosely based on, like, the same stuff. I like to think it is. I think that's kind of awesome. Now, once again, we're doing another blood and gold, but this time we're going to play as the Shark. Now, I'm not playing as a Mako. I could have played as a Mako and completely pub stomped them, but I don't like doing that. I actually like a challenge. I mean, I've learned how to combat the Makos a little better right now, but I mean, someone tried to post me a guide saying they're not overpowered and they're not that bad. And in the guide, it says that they are the strongest Shark right now. Sorry, dude, I think what you were going for kind of failed there. So, as a Shark, you get to pick 3 different types. It's a Mako, low health, high stamina, you know, Tiger, good mix, and then there's the Great White, which can be battle scarred as well, which has extremely high health, but it's super, super slow, and it runs out of stamina very quickly. Now, I don't like to waste any of my points, which are earned by killing, on anything. I like to get Powerful Tail as soon as I possibly can, and what Powerful Tail does is when I have a diver in my mouth, I can still dash, so I can grab a diver and dash the hell out of there. Now, these were some pretty good divers. We started off with a good start, though, and that probably helped us get the lead. You'll see what happens. Luckily, my Shark teammate, while he didn't really stick with me a lot, was a really good player, too. I think he was running Mako, though. Still a smart person, though. So, this is how the Sharks won. You know, I've been told this is basically an asymmetrical arena shooter. I'm not really sure how to describe it. But I waited for him to go in there. And to do this, you have to shake your mouse. And this is how you get the kills. I got really lucky here when I did that. So we walk out with 3 kills right off the bat. I was hoping to get this last guy, but I didn't. And then, oh, right as someone spawns, I nom on him for the triple. What I was trying to do there was, you know, get Steve. And even then, I was like, what the fuck happened? Right as he dropped the mine, the cooldown wore off. And yeah, you see, I got Power Tail super early. And now this means I can start going on a tear. That kind of start is the best possible start for a Shark. Holding shift will allow you to move a little faster. What I'm doing here is I'm opening up walls and holes for the next area so that I can have a few escape and vantage points. Apparently you can actually break the roof out of this one, and I had no idea. And as you see, there's actually an achievement for catching a diver in your mouth and then running into a mine. So even if you do accidentally hit a mine or something like that when you have a diver in your mouth, it's still fucking hilarious and you still get the kill. So you're probably seeing why I'm lunging short, lunging long. Now here's where I realized you can actually break the ceiling out on accident. But what that long lunge is if you right click, you get a long lunge like this. And if you hit the left click, you get a short lunge. And you probably saw, you know, Do Robots Cry. You can disable Steve for a few seconds. There's actually a little evolution you can get that'll let you disable him for even longer. And I got stuck on Steve here. I was like, oh, get out, get out. I made it. That was close. Now, the Sharks have another achievement, which is a little bit ridiculous, where it's you have to kill 1,000 divers. And it's going to take a while, but I think I've killed a couple. I saw my buddy die, and I felt so bad, but I laughed so hard at him. And as I said before, the way you do this is you have to shake the mouse rapidly. Like, you have to go back and forth just shaking it, and that's how you do it. And it's basically simulating the jaw, you know, shaking you and tearing you apart, which I thought was cool as hell. And to regen health, if you don't have the homogenesis, I believe is what it's called, where you start to regenerate out of combat, then you have to eat seals. You know, they're out in the open water, they're not near the divers. This is kind of a way to, you know, give you an advantage over them. Divers can't heal. This is the major advantage that Sharks have is divers can't heal, but you know they get 4 people, we'll be able to get 2. But it's pretty balanced. I mean, I know I complain about the Mako a lot, but they are really balanced. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I was trying to hold that one in. As you see, I popped the mine. I was trying to go underneath it, but I'm just too big, and it wrecked me a little bit. And I was so sad. You'll see me keep fucking around with the mines. And luckily, Olmec is a pretty small map, too. And like I said, this is the map. This is when I was a diver. This was the area I was talking about where sharks just zip in and out. And here's where I'm like, well, can I set it off? I was trying to back up. You can't swim backwards. I don't know why I thought you could as a shark. And I was like, oh, I'll make it. No. I wasn't even angry right here. I was laughing so hard. But yeah, mines are pretty strong until something like this happens. You'll see what happens in just a second. There's some other dead divers we nommed on. Because that's the whole premise of the game. But it's whoop, zip. I got right underneath it and it didn't go off. I was so excited. I'm like, yes, I finally pulled it off. And then, no. Yeah, when you're in a shark's mouth, you can actually stab them to death. And unfortunately, he had a buddy helping him, so I got shanked. But the tiger shark's, one of his perks is that he kind of, it's hemogenesis, okay. One of his perks is he kind of blends in. That's just one of the perks he got. And luckily the divers were cool. It was a fun, friendly match between everyone. And you see how that's really, really red? It's red like, that other shark just got wrecked. And then I got wrecked. Ah! He's using the bang stick, which is a melee weapon, which is a one-shot on anything other than a great white. Basically, you swim up, stick it to them, and they explode. But the lighter red an object is, the faster it can be destroyed. So if it's bright red, like their outlines like that, then it's an instant kill. I just wanted to get out of there, and then my teammate ate a mine again. I don't know what it is. He just seems to find explosives extremely tasty. And you can see how that wall's kind of busted up when it's glowing red. One hit and it'll go down. Yeah, see, those where I got tagged. I got away from this. I have no idea how I did it. I was lagging a little bit too. You can hear them coming after me. They wanted my bacon. They wanted that delicious tiger shark bacon. But luckily I had some seals roaming around. Whenever you're tagged, you don't want to go back in there. It's just a death wish. And you want to make sure you're back to full health too. Because you probably think, oh, I can survive a little bit. No, a good coordinated team will destroy you. You need to keep your health high. And I kept seeing they had stragglers. And I saw this buoy down here. And this buoy ruined my day. But luckily I got in there. But then I got tagged again. I was like, shit. And then here's where the diver made the worst mistake he could have made. And then I realized I made the worst mistake I could have made. So the net bank stick combo is insanely good. The net basically immobilizes you. You have to shake your mouse to try to get free. Just shake it like crazy, and that gets you out. But it does take a while. And if you get hit with the net and they go with the bank stick, then you're screwed. And here I am taking out the buoys. Those buoys are good, but don't do what these people did. As you can see, bank sticked again. As you can see, the wall didn't burst because it takes 3 shots unless you have the hammerhead ability, which is right next to the scale thing I got. So I wasn't too unhappy about that, but that is a big part of being a shark is you need to break out the walls, make yourself some escapes. As you can see, we do have 1 escape, and yeah. But luckily, I managed to catch the diver in the explosion, and he went boom. So I actually read a guide. It was very good too. If I can find the guide again, I'll leave it in the description below. But it did tell me a few things, and I was very happy to learn. And here's where I get really cocky. Try to break off again. I'm pretty much dead right now. I mean, I can still heal because of hemogenesis, but zip! If they would have got 1 tag on me, I would have been dead. Because they do have stronger weapons now. And when you hear that clicking sound, that can mean 1 of 2 things. Buoys or mines. And here, I would have had the kill if I hadn't been impatient and went for health. You've got to be important about that. You gotta be careful about that. You cannot be impatient. That is one of the strongest things as a shark that you can do. And here I bust up S.T.E.V.E, and I got a diver too. And then I got bang sticked. I love the sounds they make. Like you get to hear them shaking and thrashing and stuff. And then my teammate just went ham. I was like, oh, I want to get the last kill. Nope. But anyway, that was the shark gameplay. I hope you all enjoyed this and you all had a fantastic new year. If you all want to see more of this, let me know. If you want to see more GCI, let me know. I'm going to be headed to the grave. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Welcome to town, everyone.